My name is Nigel Foxworthy, and I am your guide on this grand tour of America's hidden tales. Together we journey through the forgotten corners of history, unraveling the strange, the sinister, and the inexplicable. This is 50 States of Mystery, and I, your most erudite and charming companion, shall assist you in uncovering the secrets that history tried to bury. Today, we begin our journey in the bustling streets of 1930s New York City. But our tale is not one of skyscrapers or Wall Street tycoons. No, it is the story of Agnes Tufverson, a brilliant corporate attorney who found herself swept away by a man who was not what he seemed. A shipboard romance, a whirlwind wedding, and then a disappearance that has puzzled investigators for nearly a century. Prepare yourself, dear viewer, for a tale of love, deceit, and murder. What became of Agnes Tufverson? And who was the mysterious man who entered her life, only to leave it in ruin? Let us journey back to the fateful year of 1933 and begin our investigation. July 1933. On a boat train between London and Southampton, Agnes Tufverson met Ivan Poderjay, a handsome Yugoslavian Army Captain with a charming smile and a smooth manner. At least 10 years her junior, Ivan was everything she had dreamed of. Debonair, worldly, and full of exciting tales. He told her he was going to America to sell a patent for a revolutionary door lock, a deal that would make him a millionaire. But what Agnes didn't know was that Ivan had a dark past. Just a month earlier, a British magazine, John Bull, had published a scathing article exposing Ivan as a con man who had swindled 2 older women out of their life savings. He was no captain, and his patent was a sham. The romance between Agnes and Ivan blossomed during their Atlantic voyage. By the time they docked in New York, Agnes was head over heels. Within months, they were married on December 4th, 1933, in the little church around the corner in New York, a venue known for its romantic allure. Agnes spared no expense preparing for their honeymoon. She withdrew $25,000, nearly $500,000 in today's money, purchased luxurious clothing, and dreamed of a world tour with her new husband. Agnes should have been warned at this point that all was not as it seemed when Ivan had her send $5,000 to London for a reason we will never know. But she did it anyway. She was in love, and she thought he had his own source of funds. But just 16 days after their wedding, everything unraveled. December 20th, 1933. Agnes and Ivan went to the pier that evening with 10 pieces of luggage. Something happened. An argument perhaps, or something that Ivan had already planned. The trip was cancelled. The couple returned to their Gramercy Park apartment after an argument at the pier. Agnes's maid, Eva, noticed something unusual. Agnes seemed agitated, and Ivan was surly. Ivan dismissed Eva early, telling her not to return until the day after next. That was the last time anyone saw Agnes alive. That same evening, Ivan purchased 200 razor blades, an unusual quantity, even for the time. He also asked about large trunks, specifically one big enough to hold a person. 2 days later, Ivan had a large black trunk delivered to the apartment. He carefully supervised its transport, refusing help from anyone. Shortly after, he boarded the White Star liner Olympic, bound for England, with 4 trunks, 6 smaller bags, and no sign of Agnes. By June 1934, Agnes's sisters, who lived in Michigan, were frantic. They hadn't heard from her since December, and every attempt to contact her failed. Their fears were confirmed when police tracked Ivan to Vienna, living with his new wife, Marguerite Ferrand. She was wearing Agnes' clothes and jewellery. Even Agnes' beloved leather briefcase, a symbol of her success, was found in Ivan's possession. Inside one trunk, investigators found reddish stains that some believed to be blood. However, forensic science in 1934 was limited, and the evidence wasn't conclusive. Ivan claimed that Agnes had simply left him and gone on a world tour. While Ivan was charming Agnes with promises of love and wealth, he was also maintaining a secret life filled with lies, manipulation, and disturbing behavior. Investigators uncovered letters he had written to his previous wife, Marguerite Ferrand. In one, he encouraged her to be patient and claimed that a miracle would soon make them rich, a clear reference to Agnes's life savings. In another letter, Ivan described Agnes in cold, demeaning terms, calling her an old wagon and lamenting that he had to marry her. These letters revealed not only his disdain for Agnes, but also his true intentions. He had married her solely for her money. When Ivan was arrested in Vienna, police made a chilling discovery. His luggage contained several whips, the kind used by animal trainers. These were tied to his sadistic tendencies, which he had detailed in letters to Marguerite. In one, he begged her to whip me, whip me, whip me, revealing a dark, masochistic side. Investigators speculated that Agnes may have discovered his proclivities during their brief marriage, leading to their fatal conflict. Was it this revelation that led Agnes to confront Ivan? Did she threaten to leave him and expose his secrets? Whatever happened in that Gramercy Park apartment on December 20th, 1933, it ended with Agnes vanishing without a trace. After months of international intrigue, Ivan Poderjay was extradited to New York in January 1935, not for murder. There wasn't enough evidence, but for bigamy. Ivan had married Agnes Tufverson, while still legally wed to Marguerite Ferrand, his French wife. Though his crimes extended far beyond fraudulent marriages, it was this charge that finally landed him in court. Ivan pleaded guilty to bigamy, all the while spinning conflicting tales about Agnes's whereabouts. According to him, she had simply vanished, perhaps on a world tour. He claimed she had been prone to suicidal thoughts, or that she'd decided to leave him. None of his stories explained the trail of circumstantial evidence, the blood-stained trunk, the missing jewelry, and the fact that he had mailed Agnes's sisters a forged letter claiming she was heading to India. For Agnes's sisters, the answer was all too clear. They believed Ivan murdered Agnes, cut her body into pieces, and shoved them through the porthole of his third-class cabin on the Olympic. This theory gained traction with detectives who knew Ivan had purchased 200 razor blades just before her disappearance. The Olympic's crew recalled Ivan keeping the oversized trunk close by during the voyage, rarely leaving his cabin. While a thorough search of the cabin months later revealed no blood evidence, detectives theorized that Ivan may have dismembered Agnes's body, discarded the pieces at sea, and meticulously cleaned the cabin and trunk, with forensic science in its infancy proving this theory was impossible. Without a body or conclusive evidence, authorities could never charge Ivan with murder. To this day, Agnes Tufverson's remains have never been found, and her fate remains one of the most haunting mysteries of the 20th century. Did Ivan take his secrets to the grave? Did he vanish into war-torn Europe, continuing his life of deceit and destruction? Or did he meet a fate as dark as the one he likely inflicted upon Agnes? History offers no answers, only chilling speculation. 'Tis a tale without resolution, but one rife with tragedy and deceit. If only walls and trunks could speak. Join me next time on 50 States of Mystery as we uncover yet another tale of intrigue and mayhem from America's forgotten past. Until then, dear viewer, keep searching for the truth.